All right, so what we're going to do right now is we are going to go over frame by frame the Irene video just so people can realize there really is nothing crazy going on except for people drinking and smoking and just kind of sitting around partying. Okay? Here we go. All right, so we're going to go frame by frame. This is sort of a boring topic for me, but I see that it's such a big deal for a lot of people that I'm going to go over it. Might take a while, but I'm going to go frame by frame, okay? So here we go. There's her glasses. I sometimes rotate the video because there's a couple times where she rotated the video and it goes off, it twists and you can't even see her face, but I rotate it correctly. I orientate it. All right, so this is how it starts. It looks like she's got like a phone really close to her face. I'm not sure how Facebook Live works, but I'm imagining you film it at yourself and you can see your screen. And I think that that's what is going on there. So in her right hand, it appears she's holding the other phone that's recording herself. Okay, now in this video right here, where we're at right now, and by the way, down here in the bottom left, so right down here, everybody, that's the actual time code of the video that she put out on Facebook Live, at least the YouTube version that I have. It seemed to be the full version. All right, and what you see right here are two shoes on the ground, two white shoes, and I'm not really sure what else yet. Obviously, there's probably pant legs right there. Okay, yeah, so this is what we got here. This is the edge of the bed here. Blue jeans, white shoes, and then hands, like elbows on the thighs, and then hands sort of in the middle. And now you can really see it. So here's the head of the person, a red shirt on, and let's see, and there's the knee, and then down below, obviously, we saw those white shoes we did a minute ago. So it looks like the bed's pretty much clear at this point. There's nobody else on it or anything. It's just the guy in the red, unless there's somebody off to the left that I can't see, but it sort of seems like it's ending over here. Like this is the corner. It's hard to tell though. All right. Yeah. So back here again, looks like somebody's like laying back. It's hard to tell, but whatever that is keeps doing that because they're doing that later. Yeah, so there you go again. You see that movement back there? Up in here? Almost looks like somebody's doing sit-ups. But it seems like it'd be weird to be doing sit-ups at a party, so I'm willing to say that's anything. What I will say, though, for sure, is that's not somebody killing somebody. That's somebody suggested in another video, okay? All right, now, look at this. Right at this moment, she looks up to her right. That's because somebody's about to walk by, and here they come. Right here, stage right. Her right. Unless this is all flipped because of being maybe a selfie mode Facebook, but I thought I saw her part of her hair on that side of her head in regular pictures, so I think this might be right. But anyway, see, there's a person walking by with light pants on, maybe like a blue denim shirt on, something like that. Hard to say though. Just see. So they're walking by. Now at any time you can look over here to see because I'm going forward and backwards. All right, so keep that in mind. All right, so they walk by the camera. Now what's going on here is in these glasses they're curved, so you get distortion. And sometimes like his legs here and the other leg would be about right there, but this is in kind of like fisheye lens. That's kind of how it looks. So look at it, the left leg's moving forward, and then then it shows up in that other lens because it curves in by the nose over here. So it's recording that leg before you would see it naturally had it been a flat mirror. Okay. All right, and so they walk by, But I don't think they continued to walk by. I think they actually stop and see right there. Now look, in this eye right here, look at this. That person is gonna sit down. See this white T-shirt on? It could be a different person though, because the other one seemed like they had a blue shirt on, but you know that could just be the coloring in the lens here. I added a filter to give it a better contrast. But look, right here is an elbow, bicep, forearm, T-shirt, shoulder. Now watch, you can see them letting themselves down. You see that? So they're letting themselves down. That's the head, obviously. And it kind of sort of looks like they just laid against the wall or something. You can see right there, you can see that person. Looks like they're kind of off to the side of the guy in the red. So the person in the red there, and that person, it's hard to make out exactly what they're doing there, but looks like they just kind of like let themselves down and are just kind of laying backwards. Alright, so let's see. What's she doing here? Yeah, I can't make out what this stuff is right there, to be honest with you. Can't make it out. Let's see. Alright, yeah, nothing really there. I mean, there's something there. I can't make out what it is. I see some movement right there. Maybe somebody walking by. Hard to say. Yeah. Now, I don't know what this is at all. Something really close to the camera. Could just be a... oh my god, maybe it's a teddy bear full of dope. That's the kind of comments you get a lot on these groups, as if they, like, as a statement of fact a lot. Like, oh my god, that's a teddy bear filled with pot. And then they'll show pictures of teddy bears that are filled with pot. Of course, I'm just making that up, but I don't even know if there's such a thing, but that's what they'll do. And it's pretty crazy. All right, let's see. Now, if you wanted to get really crazy here, I know what I'm looking at, but you could pretend that this is somebody's face right here, and somebody's wrenching their arms. That's their shoulder, and they're wrenching their arms back. But in reality, this is a pant leg, and that's a knee right there, because that's the same person in red. See, when you scroll by it, you can tell there might be somebody sitting between their leg, though, on the ground. That's hard to say, but that does kind of look like a face, right? Yeah. So this, yeah, it's interesting. Anyways, so we're past that part, and let's just keep on moving. So there's a person on the bed. Now this person seems to have a different color red, like more of a maroon. You know, the head there, shoulder, arm. So I'm not sure that's the same person in red, but it kind of does look like, I mean, it's in the same spot. But the red that I was looking at earlier is that red. Okay, now here's the corner. The corner of the room is right up in there. That's where it is basically the whole time she's talking. I think she's sitting right next to the bed on a chair. Somebody shows up right there. I don't know who that is. So there's a person. Shows up to her side. Okay, now note right here, she's got these really long white fingernails. Okay. Alright, so right now she flipped the camera was on its side, but I straightened out. You can see right there I'm straightening out the video so you can kind of get a better look. So what we're looking at in this is the camera comes around and you can see like this buttons up the top of her coat, and that's the neckline right here of her blouse. All right. So basically, she filmed nothing for a few seconds there. And then it kind of rotates around, then I rotate it back. Okay, now person in red there again. And you can see them again, and this curved in part of the glasses, that's probably right there. So this part right there is right here. This is actually the bridge of the glasses, not a head. See, you can see it because it moved up even when it... Alright. So this right here is the same person. It's just that the glasses curve in here and pick up. So if I was able to chop this out right here and then slide it over, it would go like this. Okay, like that. Alright, so that's just one person right there. Now, in this shot, it looks like somebody's sitting right next to him. It looks like a leg right here off to the side of that person, like almost sitting cross-legged behind the guy in the red, like maybe laying, you know, it's hard to say, but that does look like a leg to me. Oh yeah, actually I know what we're seeing here. Alright. This is a white pant leg, knee, and it goes straight down, and this is the other leg. The person is laying back, and you can kind of see, like, I think this is their head, blue shirt, and they're laying backwards. Alright, you can see that? I'm going to go back and forth, and you can kind of make it out. See that? See, somebody's just laying on the bed next to the guy in the red there. Alright, so a lot of stuff going on in this one. Yeah. Yeah, guy laying back right there. Sorry, I've got allergies or maybe a cold starting. So if I sniffle a little bit, you know, don't dock me. Alright, so there's that same corner of the ceiling, the back wall, ceiling, and the wall that's to her left. So a lot of crazy camera movement right there. What was that that went by right there? Let's see. So that's her hand with her white fingernails again. Looks like a thumb ring, something like that. Yeah, head's moving too much to see anything in the lens. And yeah, there's that guy in the red shirt again. Smoking some pot or whatever you might put in there. Okay. So there's this right here, and someone said, "Oh, that's a leg." You know, I guess it's a leg that just kind of floats around the room, right? Because there's no body connected to it. This is, you know, they point to another portion of the video, but it's the same object. Okay, I don't know what this is. You know, it could be maybe there's bedposts, but it kind of has an odd shape to it. It could be a bedpost. I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, I wish I could just tell what that was. Huh. See, like right there, it moves from glasses to glasses. That's why I think it's like a solid structure right there. Yeah. But, you know, kind of looks like a bedpost to me right there. I don't know. I mean, I don't even know if those hotels have bedposts. I just know it's not a leg of a person. Alright. Now this is her friend that has the ponytail on the middle top of her head. You know, I'm not sure if you call that a ponytail or what, but it's like scrunched up on the top of her head. Alright, let's see. Not much going on here. Camera's just moving around. Okay, now she's on her phone with her left hand, and she must still be filming with her right hand with on Facebook Live. Can't really make out what's in the glasses right there. Now right there it looks like you can see the screen again of the phone in her right hand. It's pretty now right here this is her fingernail again, a white fingernail. And you can tell that's what that is right here, right there. See, you can see the rest of her finger right there. I don't know, however, what this is right here. I don't know what that is. Now that looks like you could almost make out what that was if you had just a little bit more of that right in that shot. Because she's, let's see. She's got a phone in her ear. She's filming herself with her right hand. So maybe that's another phone. Like she's looking at a cell phone up here with her left hand holding it. This is a phone she's holding with her ear, you know, her shoulder in her ear, and then this is, you know, then there's obviously the camera she's holding with her right hand to film herself. Yeah, that's kind of, I think that's what's going on there. Yep. And then right there she probably hands that phone back to somebody. And then the phone from her that was on her shoulder miraculously disappeared. Like, let's see, where did that go? It's right there, and then did it fall? Because it looks like it's falling right there, and then it's gone. Looks like she's almost looking at it. Or maybe somebody just grabbed it off her shoulder off screen. Alright, what else we got here? Okay, there's the guy in the red again. Kind of looks like somebody's sitting back here. That's a head, maybe a white shirt, sitting against the wall. Hard to say for sure. Definitely looks like a head, though, of a person. Yeah, see, this proves what I was saying earlier, I think, a little bit better. I think... Yeah, see, that's strange, though. Yeah, it sort of looks like there's a person, like that's one leg, and let's see, like there's two legs, they're laying there with their feet dangling off the end of the bed, and they're just lying backwards. That's what it looks like, next to the guy in the red. So here's the guy in the red, knee, both hands, you know. But it looks like there's another person with white pants and kind of a blue shirt laying down next to him. So, you know, looks like there's a lot of wasted people at this party. You know, I don't know if this is a person sitting on the floor. It looks like a bald head, something like that. So they're not even sure what they'd be doing. Kind of looks like they're looking up at the camera right there, and then they turn their head again. Yeah, it's hard to, you know, that's just something my eye could be seeing with pixelation. But looks like a person there. In this shot, it looks like there's three people. It looks like there's a person laying down there from before, the guy in the red, and a bald-headed person. Yeah. Alright, I'll move forward now. See, that looks like a person right there. Right there. But can't tell what they're doing. Yeah, and there's those legs again. And the red. Yep, there's the corner of the room again, so she doesn't move much. She's just kind of chilling out right there. Alright, so that looks like the same person that showed up earlier for the earlier cameo with dark glasses on. Looks like a maybe Caucasian male. Let's see. People moving around in the background there. Can't make them out. Now this is one part that they're skipping video. So this is this frame, next frame over, boom. So that means, like, you know, maybe the YouTube or Facebook skipped some frames, or someone took it out. But anyways, if you're moving one frame, you shouldn't have that much missing, you know, because now watch, next frame, you know, it moves pretty normally. It's missed about, you know, 5 or 6 frames right there. Alright, now she's looking off to her left. Now this is the one part that I thought was interesting. Okay, now here's a person with long dark hair and a face. I think that's what I'm seeing here. Off to the side. And if you were just going to look at it, you go, oh, okay, maybe that's her shoulder, but I think this is a person right here. And you can really see that's someone sitting next to this person. And let me show you this. Yeah, okay. So to me it looks like this person is smoking something. And then right here passes it on. Like right there. See this white object? Watch. So that's a person right there. Now you can really see it well. Forehead, nose. Okay, looks like that person's passing that person, whatever that white object is. So maybe they're sharing some pot or something. But see, there's a person, and then there's a person right next to them. Looks like maybe a couple. This could be that same bald-headed guy that looked like that was in the shot earlier. I can't remember now what color shirt that person had, but definitely I can see somebody handing something to a person right there. So that's really kind of the only interesting part of the entire video to me, but it doesn't really mean anything. Yes, we all know that people were smoking and drinking and partying, right? Now, if that just randomly happens to be Kenneka there, then that would mean something, but, you know, I don't see anything that, other than the long hair or dark hair, kind of looks like that would be the female in this shot, and then this is a guy with bald hair. I can't really tell, but, you know, there's no way to tell who that is in that image. It just looks like there's two people, and that person's passing something to the other person. Looks like a joint or something. Or I guess you call them blunts because they're bigger. Somebody corrected me earlier when I said, that looks like those are joints. And they go, oh God, you don't even know what you're talking about. Those are blunts. And I'm like, well, I'm kind of glad I don't know about that. You know. Let's see. Alright. There's some more reflection there. That same guy in the red seems to be camped out right there. Looked like somebody came in from the side. Can't tell, you know, if it's a male or female. Alright, let's... Yeah, still can't tell. I think this is... Now she's got that... I mean, she just put another cell phone in front of the other cell phone that's recording her. but now she's holding with her right hand. So did she switch hands, or is somebody else recording her this whole time? That's what's hard to tell, because it doesn't look like the guy in the red's filming her, and so she's got to be doing it herself. So she may have just switched hands with the device right there. Okay, because there's a guy in the red, and his hands are between his legs sometimes. Yeah, there's the same corner of the room again, not moving. I mean, she's twisting around, but she's kind of staying in the same spot. This one it really helps if you can go back and forth like this and kind of get a better feel of a scan of the room. Yeah, so looks like maybe this is a person right there. Could be that friend with that ponytail, to be honest with you. Maybe well, that's somebody that just stuck their head in right. Kind of seems like more of a shoulder right there. Yeah, I don't know what's going on in this one. It's hard to make out anything. It's too blurry. Alright, so there's a friend with the ponytail on top of her head. Alright, and there they are again in the background, and then another person. I mean, I'm just saying they're friends. I don't know if they're friends at all. Maybe they just met at the party. Alright, smoking some more, drinking. Smoking. I mean, man, she's smoking that. Okay, now right here, looks like she was trying to blow it right into the, getting closer and closer and blow it right into that guy. And then whoever it was like, hey, stay away, and held her head up with the hand. But it's not the guy in the red, because that's not a red arm here. It's like dark blue or black or something. Alright, and more drinking, filming some friends with their Facebook Live, and then basically at this point, the friend with the ponytail on top of her head takes over the camera, and there's no more eye reflection to analyze. Alright, so this is where I am going to stop the video, and that's all I got for you. Believe it or not, this is the second time I had to do this, because the first time it didn't record my microphone. So can you imagine doing something you're already not really that interested in, yet you have to do it twice? Anyways, that's what I could see in the video. Maybe there's some more in there, but that's all I got. All right, have a good one.